Top of the morning, you heard me once again. You heard me, listen. And I've been pondering on this one a minute too. You heard me. And I gotta give it to you Ron Uncut because you know how I always tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell you, your wisdom gonna reward you. It is. And God give us wisdom all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? He give it to us all kind of ways. You heard me? But if you not uh woke, you ain't gonna be able to catch it. You heard me? So that's why I be telling you, turn your wounds into wisdom. You heard me? And every now and then the word gotta cut you, because when the word cuts you, it cuts you, and the light can seep through that cut, so it can enlighten you. You heard me? That's why sometimes I tell you, if it don't hurt, it don't work. Let me break it down for you. You can turn your wounds into wisdom. You see what I'm saying? You can either get bitter or you can get better. You heard me? And when you turn your wounds into wisdom, this is what God said in the Word. This what He said. He said, first you get the humility, then you get the wisdom, then you get the riches. Humble yourself, right? Then you get the wisdom. That's knowledge that's applied. You see where I'm at? And then you get the riches. Riches, not just money. Riches, not just big time vacations, which that could be a part of riches. But riches are rich in the spirit, the desires of your heart, because only God knows what you desire. You hear me? But He got to give you your heart, get your heart right, and get you that wisdom, so your desires don't hurt Him. Even though all our desires not, you know what I'm saying, godly, but that's why He wants you to get that wisdom before He give you the riches. You heard me? So where I'm at with it is this: you got to turn your wounds into wisdom. You heard me? Because we as humans, we God gave us the ability to think, read, imagine, learn. He gave us these. We was born with it. So, and some of us not. Some of us not even counting that as a blessing. Because you got people born blind, born deaf, born with a brain thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to count your blessings and not your problems. You hear me? That's the key to staying happy. You got to be grateful. Thank Him for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Thank you that we able to read the Bible now. Because back in the game, we couldn't even read the Bible, man. We couldn't even read as black people. You heard me? Like, that was illegal. We gotta really count our blessings and not our problems. You hear me? If you knew what our ancestors went through to get us in the position we in, and how we living amongst each other, you heard me? Bro, it's crazy. You heard me? But when you ain't got God in your life, bro, and life go to throwing these curveballs at you, you heard me? And you gotta have God so you can weather these storms. We need God first, you heard me? Like, and He allowed things to happen so we could run back to Him. But instead of people turning their wounds into wisdom, right? You making the same mistake over and over. You heard me? It's wise to learn from your mistake, but it's wiser to learn from other people's mistakes. You heard me? Yeah, it's wiser to learn from other people's mistakes, because like they said, you heard me, like, I ain't got to go through what you went through, and I know what you went through, and I could just learn off you. But you can't turn your wounds into wisdom as well, too, you heard me? Unless you're just a freak for pain. You like pain. You like to keep chaos up. You know what I'm saying? You like all that? You heard me? I need to know this, you heard me? Because some people like all that. You heard me? But if you don't like to be in pain, you don't like your heart to get broke, you don't like to be down and out with no help or nothing, you gotta stop turning your wounds into wisdom. Cause they got some people, once you cross them, they ain't letting you come back. Cause they got people out here, bro, they burning a bridge and they expect you to send them a boat. You heard me? Burn a bridge and expect you to send them a boat, you heard me? And they got some of them, bro. This is what hurts me. They'll see you got God in your life. You really been in the streets. You really could see through people. And they'll still try to run game on you. They'll still act like they the victim and you not. You the bad person, knowing you've been doing the most. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we dealing with out here. People that don't like to take their lick. It's a narcissistic generation. It's just a lot of messed up stuff going on. And the only way people gonna come to themselves, they gotta go to God. God got to reveal to them who they are. And when they realize who they are, you heard me? Even the ones that's narcissistic, you heard me? God did have a calling on their life. God did. They are supposed to be the one, because they got the demeanor to regulate, to see through certain things, and but they using their gift the wrong way. See, look what they doing. Instead of them pulling everything together, they making sure things divided. They plan on people, making sure this one against this one, making sure this one against this one, right? They manipulating instead of motivating. You see where I'm at? And they lying to themselves, and they know they lying to themselves. It's a lot of that going on. So by them moving like that, they didn't answer the call, so now they going crazy. Now everybody that talk to them, they making them move crazy and do something crazy. You ain't notice when you talk to the wrong people and took advice from the wrong person, you don't notice you went with a move that was bad and it cost you? We got to be mindful of that. We got to be careful who we taking advice from, because everybody don't have your best interest at heart. They got their best interest at heart. You hear me? And we got to know this. It's no honor amongst thieves. You see where I'm at? And I had to learn this shit the hard way. You heard me? Like, and it's real. You heard me? Like, bro, you got to know this. You heard me? And this is where I'm at with it. You heard me? My partner used to tell me this. You heard me? This is what my partner used to tell me. He said, you might mess with them like that, but they don't mess with you like that. You hear me? And it's real, because real situations expose fake people. Every time it was time for me to help them, I come through. Every time it was time for them to help me, they had an excuse. They got people out here giving you 3 cents and want you to give them 100. You see where I'm at? It's like, it's so sickening, bro. You heard me? It's so sickening with that, but that's another level. Where I'm getting at is this, you heard me? Like, a lot of people haven't answered their calls, so they went crazy, you heard me? They on the wrong level, you heard me? But what I'm getting at is turning your wounds into wisdom, you heard me? Start praying, you heard me? Get with God, you heard me? The word of God ain't gonna lie, you heard me? They got wisdom in Proverbs. Read your chapter a day. Read your chapter every day. You can read the whole book of Proverbs in a month. Put it in your spirit. Write it on the tablet of your heart. You heard me? Listen. Put it on the list in your heart. Put it in you. You heard me? So when the devil come with these tactics, you got that word to fight him off. You heard me? You could turn your wounds into wisdom of what you go through in life. Like, man, that ain't gonna happen no more. Pay attention to red flags. When you ignore red flags on people, bruh, I'm telling you, it's gonna cost you. You heard me? When you ignore the signs, you heard me? And you overlooking it, you heard me? Like, that's why I be trying to give people the game. Let me tell you something. God say in the word, be a cheerful giver. Be a cheerful one, you heard me? Meaning be happy to do that. Be wanting to do that to make somebody happy. If you be like, man, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Knowing God don't want you doing that. It ain't on your heart to do it. That's not your call. You see where I'm at? Like he wants you to answer your call. Like, and when you like that with somebody, they not real with you behind your back. You can't buy love. You can't make people love you. You heard me? You can't make people like you. You heard me? They gonna like who they gonna like, and they gonna love who they want to love. Love is like, it come out of nowhere. God got this person loving you. You heard me? But it's so watered down now. Let me show you how watered down it is. It's watered down, bro. Like, people don't even know how to help people no more. See, if I help you, if you my friend, or you know you want somebody, I'm hollering at you, man, and you want some money, and you need some money, and I got it, here. I'm not going to give you no money and control you. I'm not giving you no money. Don't mess with this person. Don't mess with that person. Man, look, here go the money. I'm helping you. You heard me? I'm keeping it real with you because I'm hoping you take under consideration I might need you one day if you could keep it real back with me. But everybody ain't moving like that. You heard me? I don't care. If I give you some money, I ain't trying to control you. I don't care what you do with it. You heard me? You ask me for that, I got it. You my friend. Boom. I know how to be a friend. If you want a friend, you got to know how to be a friend. But it's not like that no more. People lost that swagged up. Or I give you some money, I control you. No, that don't go like that. That don't go like that, you heard me? That don't go like that, you hear me? So be mindful of that, you hear me? You don't know that the word bribe rhyme with jive? What I'm bribing you for? What I'm gonna give you some money to turn against somebody for? See me, I'm cut from another cloth. I'll give you some money and make sure you don't hurt that dude, you hear me? That's how I'm coming, you hear me? Like, this how my daddy used to do me. When I was locked up, when I did my first joke, my daddy was living, you heard me? But he died on me on my jokes, you heard me? But this is what my daddy used to do. My daddy used to pay females to come see me. Yeah, they'll turn it back like this how down my paw was. Well, he'll pay him to come see me. So before I lay up there and be bossed up and paying a bro to turn against you, to make you mad or frustrate you, I ain't no blessing coming from that. It's like you spending your money hating. And you know haters don't deserve nothing. You see why I'm at? And it's like that, because whatever you don't want to see another man with, God ain't going to let you get it, you heard me? See, we different, you heard me? Weak people create hard times. Great men, they create good times. I'm trying to make everybody happy, me. But everybody, like they be on another level, you heard me? So I be like this here, you heard me? Like, this how I'm moving out here. I have a God want me to move, and any woman want me in her life, bro. I'm going where the love at. The minute I see you on which time, or you won't try to break me down, or you trying to because they do the new thing. It's scary to me, but I had to find this out through talking to people, and I even went back to the trenches to find this out. The new thing is this. It's stupid, it's ridiculous, and I think it's the worst thing in the world. It's like some low class stuff. They say if you could really you could break somebody down, a man that's about his business, and he's a known hustler, he's known for being about his business. If you can make him go broke and lose everything he got, you get clout for that. Now ain't that stupid? A man that'll help you on any level, give you anything you want, as long as you loving him right and keeping it real, you'll live up there try to get some clout. See, that's another thing. You gotta watch who you taking advice from. Watch who you let do favors for you, because they gonna want a favor back. See, the favor not really a favor. It's really a bribe that pull you in to get you on their type of time. They paying you to do things that you don't want to do. It's really like a control tactic. You heard me? So if you going to give me some money, you want to control how I move, who I deal with, that's not helping me. You heard me? You're bribing me. And the word bribe rhyme with jive. So be mindful of the people you taking advice from. Be mindful of the people you taking money from. Be mindful of the people that you taking doing a favor for, because you might be linking up with the devil. Because the devil will bless you too, but it ain't going to be no peace with it. Deep down inside, you don't really want to deal with this person, but you undermining them like you dealing with them because you know you not wicked as them. You heard me? And they making you do stuff out of your character, you heard me? And you know better than that. So by you know better than that, that was just God testing you through this person that don't even know God allowed them to do that to test you. So if you would have passed that test, God would have probably let somebody walk in your life with a big opportunity that would have brought you peace and blessings. So be mindful of these things, you hear me? Because you got to start turning your wounds into wisdom, man. You have to, you hear me? If you don't, you're going to keep going through the same thing. You got to turn your wounds into wisdom. Learn from your mistakes, because your mistakes can make you great, you hear me? That's real talk, man. We got to learn this shit, you hear me? Because it's like they strayed so far away, you heard me? And they know better, you heard me? But it's just so much in them to where they hurt. You know what I'm saying? They really and truly they be mad with themselves because they're a better person than that. You heard me? But you so deep in the streets, you so deep into the wrong relationship. You done got tied in with the wrong people, so you gotta break away, you heard me? And pray. Ask God to get everything out of your heart that won't bring him glory. Ask him anything in your heart that'll hinder your prayer from being answered or heard. Remove it in the name of Jesus and toss it to the pits of hell. Ask him anything on your heart that won't help you answer your call. Toss it to the pits of hell, you hear me? Talk to him. You got to pray with your heart every day, you hear me? And whatever you need to do to clear your mind, if you got to go wash clothes, wash dishes, whatever you got to do, don't put off today what you, don't put off till tomorrow what you could do today. Clear your mind so you can hear your mind. You heard me? Clear your mind so you can hear your mind. You heard me? Because it's getting serious out here. You know what I'm saying? But I had that to tell you. You heard me? Turn your wounds into wisdom. Because your wisdom going to reward you. This is what God said in the word. Humility, wisdom, and then you get the riches. Everything your heart desire. You heard me? But he got to give you that wisdom first. You got to humble yourself first, and you got to get that wisdom, and then, pow, it's going to come out of nowhere. Amen? Stay up, stay focused. Have a blessed day.